And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. It's already that time of the year, college basketball season. And like football, we've got a lot of basketball stars from the city of San Bernardino that have gone on and played at the college level. The next man up, well, Riley Robinson, the 4-year starter for the Cajon Cowboys under head coach Randy Murray. He played 4 years, starting all the way back to his freshman days. Well, he turned that into a scholarship with Menlo College up in Northern California. And Riley had some really great seasons, getting the Cowboys to league championships, deep into the CIF Southern Section playoffs, and of course, well, he's the younger brother of Rodney Robinson, who was a football star at Cajon, and Rodney's now at Boise State University. So a very athletic and I'm sure very proud Robinson family having a football player at Boise and now a college basketball player at Menlo. We had a chance to catch up with Riley Robinson to talk about his decision to go up to Menlo College and play college basketball, and if he gets any advice from his older brother, Rodney. And now join us here on the show. He is a former Cajon High School basketball star and just about to start his college basketball career, the great Riley Robinson. And Riley, first off, congrats, man. Just playing at the next level is obviously a big deal. So tell folks out there where you're going and how you found Menlo and all those good things.
Okay, so for having me on the show also, but yeah, I'm gonna be going to Menlo College next year. It's a university in the Bay Area in Atherton, California. So finishing up high school, I didn't have any offers really. So I played AAU, and then I ended up getting offered by Menlo and Arizona Christian, and then I just chose to go with Menlo.
You know, Riley, does part of that fuel you, like in terms of hey, showing all these teams that passed, hey, I can ball, and I'm going to go show you what I'm all about?
Yeah. That's kind of what's driving me right now to work hard in college and stuff like that. I feel like I've always kind of been slept on. So, I'm looking to prove that at the next level that I can hang. So.
Well, Riley, let me ask you this. So, going from, obviously you and Parm at Cajon, man, you guys were an awesome backcourt for head coach Murray out there. Transitioning, though, from high school to college, well, what do you think there's areas for improvement? Do you want to be a better shooter? Do you want to be quicker? Do you want the ball in your hands more? What do you think you want to do at the next level to get better?
I feel the most vague answer is everything, but I feel like my shooting is probably one of my best attributes. So I'm really learning on tightening up my handle some more, getting my legs stronger, shooting that, knowing that the line is a little further back. So but mainly getting stronger though. I want to get and tighten up my handle a little bit and work on my floaters.
Riley, at what age did you think, you know what? I want to continue playing basketball. I love this game. I want to play at the next level. I want to play in college. Is that always in the back of your mind, or, when did that kind of become a reality for you?
So when I was younger, I played basketball and football from 5 all the way to 14, I think. But I think it really clicked for me was my older brother was an 8th grader at my middle school. So coming in 6th grade, I was really small and stuff like that. And I didn't really take it serious at that time. And then that was a whole new, because I wasn't just the best player. So I kind of was okay, if I'm gonna go far with this, I got to really work hard. But that was kind of when I fell in love with the game. And everything started to go from there.
It's funny you bring that up, Riley, because I was going to ask you, obviously, your brother Rodney Robinson, stud football player. He's at Boise State now. So I was going to ask you, did you play football? And at what, did you decide to transition and go, okay, I'm full-time basketball. That's going to be my thing?
So after 7th grade year, I was supposed to play 8th grade year, but some stuff happened with the team I was supposed to play for. So that was the first year I did basketball all year round. I actually liked it. And then freshman year, all my friends, we were all going to the same school. That was when Shaheem came to Cajon. We didn't go to school together before that. So it was I'm going to just play this last little year out with my friends that I grew up with. And then after that, I'm going to stick with basketball after that.
Coach Rogers never came after you at Cajon and said, come on.
Oh, yeah. Every year. Me and Shy, he came at me and Shy every year.
I don't blame him. Riley, what is your brother Rodney? What has he talked about in terms of the college experience? Has he given you advice how to, balance between being a college athlete and taking some tough college classes and making it all work?
Yeah, so he basically told me just keep like the right group around you because that's really important. And then he just told me like you gotta like it's a whole nother grind. Like it's at college, it's kind of like your full life. Like in high school, you can kind of still like have a little social life, but he's like during that season and training camp and fall camp and all, like you got to be locked in. So he said it's just a new thing. Like you got weekly meetings you got to go to. So you kind of grow up in them years. It's kind of like you're on your own. You don't have your mom and dad to really, you know what I mean, lean on like that. So you got to kind of just figure it out. But I always ask him like about like any little thing so I can kind of get a cheat code to the test.
Well, speaking of cheat code, like I remember going off to college and thinking, oh my gosh, I have to like prepare my own meals, or or go to the cafeteria, of course, or like I got to do my own laundry and all those things. Are you pretty domesticated? Like, do you know how to like cook and do all and laundry? Because I didn't. I had to like learn on the fly.
So I don't know how to cook. Cooking ain't really my thing. I mean, I make oatmeal and stuff like that, but maybe some eggs. But other than that, I don't really know how to cook. But I do. I know how to do all that other stuff though. Like I know how to do laundry. I know how to clean and all that stuff. So that, and then we get 3 free meals at the school per day. So, I mean, food I'll be taking care of and all that type of stuff. So
you're a smart man. That's the way I did it too, man. Get those meals, just show up, put your tray out, put some food on it. You're good to go.
Yeah, they got pretty good cooks over there. So I should be straight.
Riley, what do you think you're going to miss about Cajon? Maybe, playing for Coach Murray, or just, your teammates, or just the high school experience. What are some things you think you might miss about that?
I think because I'm a homegrown San Bernardino kid, so I've been around here since I came out the womb, really. So it's going to be tough just having my boys around that I've known since 8th, 7th grade and stuff like that. And then like Shaheem not being able to play with him, like all that stuff, I'm going to miss it because it was fun. But like all the memories we created, like our team was really close last year. Like we always made each other laugh. So I think I'm going to miss that the most, but it is what it is, man. I got to get ready for this next stage of my life. So.
Are you looking forward to making, new relationships, new friends? And obviously you're going to get tight with your new teammates, but are you looking forward to that kind of part of the journey?
Yeah, when I went on my visit, all the guys there were pretty cool and stuff like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to that too. And then the schools, like it's a really good school. So I'm looking forward to like network amongst other people, even people that don't play sports. So yeah,
what are you going to study? I'm just curious. What are you going to major in?
I'm not sure yet, but probably something in the tech world, something in there, because there's a really good tech school. Like Facebook is right around the corner and stuff like that. So I'm probably major in something that'll give me a job in there, but I'm still kind of going through everything, seeing what I want to do. They told me I don't have to pick until like junior year. So. Mm-hmm.
Are there any other Inland Empire guys up there? Like, is there any, like on the basketball team or just maybe another sport that you know of? I'm trying to think. I don't know.
I've known some. My cousin told me that a guy, when the year he graduated, like 2013, I think, he said that some guy went there for wrestling, but I haven't really heard anyone. Menlo. I think I'm one of the first IE guys. There.
So, and how does your family feel about it? Obviously, Rodney is in Boise, so he's a long ways away. Now you're leaving the nest. You're going off to college and stuff. Your parents are just excited to have a couple college student athletes out there now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my mom is a little sad because I'm like the youngest. I'm the youngest boy, so she's like, "Dang, like my baby grew up." And then my dad's. They're all just really proud though. They're all like smiling every day. They're just they're just glad that I'm going to school. You know what I mean, at the next level and get to play basketball because that was what I worked hard for. So they're like, oh, I don't want you to go. But they're like, you know what I mean? You got to go do what you got to do at the same time. Like they're proud and stuff like that. So they're happy. I'm happy.
And it sounds like you're a man on a mission, man. You want to go up there and prove that you belong. And again, prove to a lot of those other teams that you thought might give you some attention, didn't, and be like, hey, this is what you missed out on.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. Because so I just felt like I competed with all the top players. So, you know what I mean? I feel like this is my opportunity to kind of get my just due. So, looking to make
Absolutely. And the other thing I was going to ask you too, Coach Murray, what are some things that you picked up from him? Some things that, what made him a strong coach and things that you might be able to take to the next level and still implement, still use at the college level?
just keeping your confidence high. I know my freshman year, I kind of struggled with like confidence and stuff like that. When I first came to Cajon, like having a bad game, I'll get too down on myself. Then if I have a good one, I'll be too high. So kind of just staying even keel, like not getting too high or too low, just keeping that steady, you know what I mean? Steady emotion. So you can, that'll keep you humble too. So it's like you have a good one on to the next, you have a bad one on to the next.
Do you think that mindset will pay off again? Because, you know, like you talked about going in as a freshman, playing varsity as a freshman at Cajon, you had to keep that confidence level. Kind of the same thing, man. Going in as a freshman now playing college basketball, you know, every night might not be a great night, but you got to keep that confidence up, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So at the next level, I feel like I'm way more prepared going into college than I was coming into high school because I was playing football and stuff. Like I kind of like know what it takes and what type of work ethic I got to do. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I want to see how I do against these other guys as a freshman coming in. So
well, that's so awesome, Riley. So happy for you. Please tell your brother Rodney we said what's up next time you talk to him. I got to track him down at some point too. But congratulations, man, on college basketball, going up to Menlo up in the Bay Area. And thanks for joining us here on the show. I really appreciate the time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. That is Riley Robinson, formerly, man, it sounds weird to say that, formerly of Cajon High School, now headed to Menlo College to ball out on the basketball court.
Yes, sir.
And a big thanks to Riley Robinson for the interview, and best of luck this season up there at Menlo College. That's going to do it for this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez, and before we leave you today, make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group, a YouTube channel for great sports coverage here in the city of San Bernardino. I'm Pep Fernandez, and we will see you next time.